Hi, welcome to part 2 of the Hedgehog tutorial. Okay, so in part 1 we made this armature. It's the hands and feet of the hedgehog. You can see them there. Today right now we're going to attach it to the body. So we're going to wrap it with the wool and make it into a hedgehog. If you didn't do this, or if you tried it and you just don't like it, we can do it also with just a couple hands that are felted in there without the wire. So I'll show you both ways to do that. We're going to need, for this section, we're going to need our fabric. And the kit also came with about 2 feet of this light wool and about 1 foot of the dark wool. So I'm going to first of all show you how to do the body without the armature. Push this down a bit. Okay, here's I don't even know what to call this color, the light natural. If you don't have the armature, what you're going to do is just wrap this maybe half a dozen times. So you have about the size of a small chicken egg. Pull it off and needle felt it into an egg shape by just pushing your needle after it's off this. Pushing your needle in the direction that you want your wool to go, and make sure it's nice and firm. And this will be the base for the body. Now if you have your armature, I'm going to pull off a little bit just because it's easier to work with shorter lengths. Going around the one side. Hot on my toenails. Okay. I'm going to figure 8 it in here. See how I figure 8 that? And then I'm just going to go up and over. And fill that in. Now I gave you way too much of all the wools. I'd rather give you too much than not enough. Don't feel like you have to use it all, because you'll end up with a really, really chubby hedgehog if you do. This is what's left after wrapping the feet and hands with the peach. We're going to need a little bit for the body, but this is what's left over. Watch me just jab for a little bit. Make sure this is nice and tight. A little bit spread out. I'm going to push those wires in. Doesn't matter what the back looks like. I would rather have a little bunchy in the back than on the top, because the top shows, and this is going to be covered by the fabric. So let's get a feel for how big we want to make that. Here's your square fabric. Well, it is not square, so we're going to make it square. Okay, here's your square fabric. What we're going to do is bring 2 sides together. We're going to leave one side pointed, and we're going to round off this part here. Just with the scissors, I'm going to cut this tip off and then that tip off. If anybody can come up with good ideas with what to do with the leftover fabric, please post in the comments because I hate to throw this away. It's such expensive fabric. Okay, so here you go. And now we're going to be sewing a running stitch starting about 1.5 inches away from this point here. I'm going to do a running stitch with thread all the way around there. And I'll probably not show you the whole running stitch, but I do want to show you how to get started because this fabric has such an even and open weave that just a regular knot in the bottom will be pulled right through. So this is where we're starting. I'm going through the 2 threads. So when I pull it through, it catches on itself. That way it won't be pulled through. And then I'm just going to do a running stitch all the way around the edge, staying close to the edge. I'll be back. Okay, here we are. I did a running stitch all the way around the edge. I would normally use a darker thread so it matched the fabric, but I want you to be able to see it. And so when you pull it, this is going to all crinkle up. We have to decide how much we want it curled. So this is about the same as this guy who's showing his feet. This one is pulled up much more because since I'm not showcasing the feet, I wanted the bottom feet covered. And hedgehogs can go all the way down, so just their noses are showing. So we have to decide where we want it. Since I'm going to be doing the feet in this, I'm going to leave it about here. So I'm just going to tie a knot. Okay, I'm going to go do that again and be right back. I cut my knot off. Okay folks, I had to re-sew that because I cut off my knot, but now I'm back in business. Let's position our body, whether it has feet or not, in there and see how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. We have a lot of space in the back. So I think I'll put a small pad in back of him, and I'm going to add a little bit of peach color to his tummy. So let's do the pad in back first. I'm just going to wrap around my finger once. Pull it off. And this is his back side. I don't have to fill up all that space because they have a lot of loose skin on their backs, but I do want to just make it a little bit rounder, just a little bit more filled in, especially in the bum area. Okay, I know this looks awful, spreading his legs open like that. Alright, so I'm going to make a skin, I call it, with this natural color and a little bit of peach. Instead of felting it directly on there, I like to blend my colors before I put it on. So here's a really thin, see-through almost, section of white. I'm going to put a little bit of the peach that we reserved over it. And I'm going to use a multi-needle. You don't need to, it's just more stabs if you don't have a multi-needle. And I'm just going to start felting that in together. You'll start incorporating those 2 colors and blending them. Right now I'm pushing the peach through the natural color. Gently lift, turn it over, and now I'm pushing that natural white through the peach. So little pieces of white are going to show through, so it'll be all blended when it goes on. This is a 4-needle that I made. A little owl. Okay, I'm pretty corny, but I actually like the way it feels in my fingers, so I made it with Fimo. You can use Fimo, just wrap it around the needles, putting a little bit in between, and then bake the whole thing in the oven, and you have a really nifty tool. People who have arthritis, they can do this even with single needles and make comfortable holds, so you can, while it's still moldable, just squeeze it and where your fingers feel comfortable. Okay, it's going to be hard to tell in this lighting, but you can see this is the peach with the little white things coming through. I'm going to tear armhole on either side and a leg hole. Place it here and just kind of fit his legs and arms into it. Again, if you don't have the armature, you just take this piece and put it down and you felt it down a little bit and you're done. Okay, starting in the middle, just going to attach his skin all the way around. Doing the head, and the face is always the funnest part for me. I just love doing that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap his leg a little bit further down because the wire shows there. This leg seems to be good. This one's good, and you know that's not going to show, so I'm not even going to worry about that. So here he is. Let's put him inside his fur casing. This point's going to go up over his head, create a little mohawk there. Okay, we're almost done with this section. Let's pull his arm up a little bit, see how he fits in there. Okay, I'm going to move his legs all to the middle. And we're just going to attach this with a little bit of the dark. You got about a foot of this dark. Again, way too much wool. You don't need all this. Careful of the wire. If I hit the wire, I'm not going to push any further. I'm going to take it out and try a different spot. You can hear it catch on the fabric, but it does go through. I haven't tried it with a 36. It might not go through the fabric, the 36. That's all you have. Try it and see. What am I doing for time? I like to limit the videos to about 10 minutes each because that's a pretty easy length of time to upload it. I think we're at about 10 minutes. So, you can see how this is right around the edge. I'm also going to do the same thing with the white. Right beside that, the darker color. Put a little bit of white. reverse needle that you got in the kit. I'll show you this before I sign off for this portion. It pulls fibers out, so if you run it up your fingers like this, you can feel it catch as you lift it out. So what we're going to do is blend all that together, so the dark and the light together. See how it's pulling fibers out? And it works especially well with this because then the furriness blends in with the body, with the fur out here. So I'm going to go around the whole thing, and I will see you in part 3.